Okay guys, welcome to a rather belated, that was the year that was. This year we're up to 1990. I do apologise for not getting this one out last week, but as you do know, I had a few bits and pieces going on with new PCs and what have you. Anyway, anybody who watches my channel regularly will probably know that this is not actually due until Wednesday. We usually have what do we normally have? We usually have Arcade Perfect My Arsenal Monday. But since this was overdue from last week, I'm going to change things a little. So yeah, let's see, we're up to 1990. Now, let's see, in the charts, I'm using my phone here so I can hardly read the bloody thing. Right, in 10th spot we had Partners in Crime, Turtle Power. Oh dear, that's rather relevant considering the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles is out at the moment. Yeah, Partners in Crime with a K, K-R-Y-M-E, don't know what's going on there. Number 9 we had Snap with The Power. Vanilla Ice Ice Baby, yep, he was at number 8. Number 7 was Madonna with Vogue. Number 9 was Beats International featuring Lindy Layton. Dub Be Good To Me. Never did figure out what the word dub means. Number 5 was Maria McKee, Show Me Heaven. Number 4, Sinead O'Connor, Nothing Compares To You. Number 2 with a U, she would be good at text speak obviously. Number 3 we had the Righteous Brothers with Unchained Melody, thanks to that god awful ghost film. Number 2 Adamski with Killer. And number 1 Elton John with Sacrifice, Oblique Healing Hands. Anything else of any note? Lana Miles, Black Velvet, that's quite a good song. MC Hammer, Can't Touch This, ding, 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 ding. Yep, okay. Groove Is In The Heart by Delight. How can we forget Craig McLachlan in Check 1 2 with Mona. UB40, Kingston Town. Soup Dragons featuring Junior Reid, I'm Free, that's quite a good song. And the other classic, Betty Boo, Where Are You Baby? Yeah. In the news, what did we have? Right, January, Vauxhall enters the coupe segment of the car market with the launch of its Cavalier-based Calibra. That was quite a nice one. Glasgow became the European Capital of Culture, the first designated in the British Isles. There you go. Oh dear, Mr Bean debuted on Thames Television. Anything else? That's January. Yep, Salman Rushdie went into hiding after releasing his book called The Satanic Verses. Was it really that bad that he had to go and hide from it? I'm not too sure. March. That's boring. That's boring as well. Yep, nothing. The Duke and Duchess of York's second child is born. Is that Eugenie or some bloody thing? Who cares? April, there was absolutely nothing. Stephen Hendry became the youngest ever world snooker champion. Now, I've got a video related. That was one I should have mentioned. I've got another interesting video, retro video thing. I was going to a snooker night in Broxburn, and I was looking for the room, and Stephen Hendry was playing track and field, and I stopped him and asked him where the room was. So yeah, there you go. Nothing interesting in there. Nope. Boring, boring, boring. Anything in June? Nope. July? Nope. Nigel Mansell, Britain's most successful racing driver of the last 10 years, announces that he is to retire from Grand Prix races at the end of the 1990 season. Aldi's opened its first British store in Birmingham. Okay, August. Nah, bugger all. Oh, 3rd of August we had a heat wave with a temperature of 37.1 degrees recorded at Cheltenham in Gloucestershire. And nah, boring. September, Rosie and Jim first airs on ITV. Nothing. Nope. October the 19th, Alan Stewart's birthday. Anything in November? British Sky Broadcasting founded a merger between Sky Television and British Satellite Broadcasting, so it became B-Sky B, if I'm not mistaken. Nothing else, absolutely bugger all in November. And the 1st of January, Channel Tunnel workers from the United Kingdom and France meet 40 metres beneath the English Channel seabed, establishing the first-hand land connection between the United Kingdom and the mainland of Europe for around 8,000 years. That's how long I've been playing video games. And absolutely nothing else exciting happened. 8th of December, the UK grinds to a halt following heavy snow overnight. I'm guessing that was probably about 1.5 inches, if it's anything else like what it is at the moment. Poundland, a supermarket chain selling all items for £1, believe it or not, opens its first store at Burton-upon-Trent. And the day after, Ashens started his YouTube channel. That might not be true. Nothing else exciting. Yeah, it was Eugenie Victoria Helena, that was the Wayne that was born. But nobody gives a shit. Anyway, yep, deaths. Anything exciting? Any notable deaths? Yeah, one of my my heroes, Ian Charleston, died. He was off what do you call it? Chariots of Fire. Terry Thomas died. Gordon Jackson of the Professionals died. Anyway, enough of that nonsense. Let's talk about games, because that's what we're here for. Right, this little number is called Alien Storm by Sega. Now again guys, I'm playing this on my Xbox because it's a damn sight easier. It's a lot easier using this. Now where's the remote control gone? Where the bloody hell have I put it? Alright, who's nicked it? Who has got the remote control? Ah, there it's here. I even put it safe. Right, okay. Now, no arse, that'll be the smart bomb type thing. Now this kinda, what would I say this is a sequel to? It's almost like a kinda final fight with dustbins in Ghostbusters. Now if I remember rightly, this had a rather excellent port on the Sega Mega Drive. What the hell's that? A skull with 2 legs. And he's turned into a can of Red Bull. Now I think, yeah, but you can see there, you can actually have 3-player simultaneous player action. Now I think the Mega Drive supported 2 players. Now we've got some killer, oh pardon me, we've got some killer post-off mailboxes. Ah, I forgot about this section, this kind of 3D bit. It's rather impressive, if I say so myself. Which was also a song for, what's her face? Oh, I can't remember, I don't know where I'm going with this. Anyway guys, that is Alien Storm by Sega. Okay, this is Aliens by Konami. I don't recall ever actually playing this game, do you know that? The one I do remember is it was Aliens 3, which came out on Mega Drive, and I think it came out on Amiga as well actually. But I don't remember playing this one. I'm going to see if I can make this. That's a bit better I think. Wouldn't you agree? There we go. Now what's interesting, it's kinda similar to the game I've just looked at. Obviously Aliens was very much in vogue at this point. And that's what we're talking about. Now I'm not sure if this game, can I jump up anywhere? I'm not sure if this game, she's got a little fluffy bunny. Is that a euphemism? I don't know. Yeah, I don't know if this game was ported to anything. I know Aliens 3 was, but that's a different game. Ah, now we've got a kind of Space Invaders Galaxian type viewpoint. Or is this like... oh dearie me, now I need to get my rapid fire finger going here. This is actually quite an impressive looking game. I wasn't really overly aware of this game, I have to say. Come on, it doesn't want to die. Blimey. Am I doing something wrong? Oh, maybe not. Oh, you cheeky monkey. This is what you could do as a smart bomb, or else just kill it like that.
Come on.
My goodness, there's certainly a variety of games. Now, looking at this, I would have my doubts whether the home systems could even pull a game like this off. It's, you know, with the 3D and that kind of stuff. It would certainly give it a go, but I'm quite sure it would look absolute pants. Now, I don't know if I can shoot up or down, maybe not. I think it's just along the bottom. Anyway, listen, I'm playing this way too long. This is Aliens, and that is by Konami. This is Blood Brothers by a company called TAD. I'm not overly... I think there was a game I looked at a couple of weeks ago by this company, but I can't say I really know it. Now, I'm sure I did a 10-minute mashup of this game. If I recall, I wasn't too enamoured with it, but it's probably, I'm sure it actually is quite well thought of. It might be better, I don't know, did this use the light gun? I'm not sure, probably not, because I mean I'm obviously running as well, using the joystick. I'm not quite sure what the point of these are. It kind of reminds me of, is it Narc? I think it is. It was out in the Neo Geo. What, don't shoot her, I'm guessing. Let's know what happened there. And he's got that. Yeah, okay. Shoot the Red Bull. Oh! It's not a Red Bull, it's oops, let's get this shotgun. Now we're talking. Now I don't think this game was ported to anything, though I'm quite sure Daniel will tell me if I'm wrong, although Daniel may not be able to make out this game very well since it's my Black Friday budget cheapo TV. Anyway chaps, that's Blood Brothers by TAD. Okay, this is Bonanza Brothers, again by Sega. This seemed to be when these don't use drugs kids type thing. Do you want to choose the training stage? No. Never played this game. Always I've always thought it looks I'm going to turn the camera around. No, I'll not bother. I've always thought it looks quite impressive. I've got absolutely no idea. I've seen I've never played it. I think I've played it once. And I remember thinking it felt quite complicated, although how complicated it is now it isn't. I'm probably talking crap, but it kinda reminds me a wee bit like Spy v Spy. No idea what the idea of the game is, but like I said, I always remember it looked quite smart. Now I'm sure this was released on pretty much every every home system. Now I don't know how I kill him. No idea. Anyway, listen, that's enough of that one. That is Bonanza Brothers and that is by Sega. Okay, this is Carrier Earwing and this was by Capcom. Now I think this is a shmup with Sean Connery. Your mission is to regain Tokyo. You will have to fight your way through the enemy's air force. Have you got that? Good luck. Now I love my shoot 'em ups, but for some reason, apart from R-Type, I just can't get on with the horizontal ones. Don't know what it is about them. All I've got to say, this looks rather tasty. Now, I'm not aware of this game being released in anything. I certainly don't recall seeing it on any home computers. It may have possibly been released on some consoles. I'm really not too sure. Ah, bollocks. I'm not quite sure the music. It's a bit too kind of funky for a game like this. It's something like you would get in some kind of men's club, I would imagine. Well, maybe not. Also flying over a large populated area. Oh, here we go. Is that? I'm trying to figure out if these little things coming out of its arse are actually bad. Yes, they are bad. Right, I've just crashed and burned. That is Carrier Earwing. That's actually pretty good, and that's by Capcom. Right, this is Cisco Heat by Jaleco. And it's loud enough, as you can probably tell. Now, I've played this a couple of times, not to any serious degree. Is there another gear to go up? There certainly is. Right, what's going on here? Ah, right, okay, that's what I do. I've never played the arcade version of this, but the odd time I have played it, I've always thought it looks pretty smart. I think the problem with these kind of games is Outrun came along at the right time and it just, everybody was blown away with it. And then games like this that came out that were probably technically better, they just never really, you know, got the credit they deserve, because at that point Outrun had already done it, so to speak. But I like the hill effects. Now, did this come out in any home systems? I'm really not sure. Oh dear me, I just ploughed into a group of people there. Is that Alcatraz in the background? Yeah, I mean it's... Now, obviously this is San Francisco, you've got the cable cars. That's actually quite smart. I have no idea how you're supposed to turn around that corner. Fisherman's Wharf. Game over. Yeah, that's actually quite a good game, that. That is Cisco Heat, and that is by Jaleco. Okay, this is the sequel to a rather well known one, Double Dragon 3 by Technos, I think they call it. Technos, I should say, it's just my crap writing. Well, that's quite a push appropriate button. There's probably a lot of people that wouldn't even understand that. Oh dear. Now wait a minute. I'm not quite sure what's going on there when he's walking. It's obviously got nicer graphics. I'm not too convinced with the walk-in. If this was a home conversion, I would probably say, right, I understand it. Graphics are nice. Here's Simon Cowell. Let's give him a pummeling for X Factor and Pop Idol and all that pish. Come here, Simon. Take that. He's taking an epileptic fit, I think. Oh, there's. Oh, he's had a quick change of t-shirt. That's for One Direction. And that's for GLS. And that's for Sunita. Well, second thoughts. Yeah, okay. Quite nice scrap. Oh, he decided to get up then, fell back down again. Yeah, it looks nice. Piece. Oh, he's back again with his new, his original t-shirt. That's for Britain's Got Talent. Oh, and he's back again. Or is that a stunt double possibly? Who knows? Anyway, that is a Double Dragon 3, which I have no idea if it was converted to anything at all. Yep, let's crack on. This is Fire Shark by Toplan. Now, it's just came up with a warning saying there's no sound, so we shall just have to make up our own. Boom. Boom. Ka-ching. Oh, ka-ching. Yeah, it's Fire Shark by Toplan. Toplan? Don't know if this was converted to anything. I have my doubts, but again, a resident MAME expert, Daniel, will keep us right. As long as he doesn't get offended too much with my cheapo TV. I'm just kidding, Daniel, I know you really love my telly. Right, okay, that's enough of that. Right, that's annoying. It's annoying me, so Christ knows how much it's annoying you. Yeah, it actually looks like a not bad wee shooter, but that is a Fire Shark by Toplan. Okay, this is G-Lock. Turn up a wee bit, it's quite low, this one. Now, I believe this was one of these, well, you can see here, it was one of these units that you kind of got bolted in, and I think it probably turned you upside down, hence the reason was it G-Lock 360 or something? That was the full title. How do we start? Ah, wait a minute, right, okay, I know what I've done here. I've just put it onto automatic. So I'm guessing you could actually play the game, or you could actually just sort of take part in it as if it was a sort of a fairground ride. So this is automatic. Right, I get you. Never actually ever played this, never seen it, I've heard of it. Now remarkably, I believe it was actually released for the home systems, so I would love to see how it managed to cope with something like this. Because obviously, I mean, it's quite nice graphics, bit pixely looking, but you know what, one of the biggest parts of this game would be the actual spinning around a bit. So yeah, that'd be interesting to see. Yes, anyway guys, that is G-Lock and that is by Sega. Now I've got to say, when I first saw the title of this, I was actually hoping it was going to be a beat 'em up where you basically kick the shit out of the One Direction lead singer. But apparently not. What's it called? Hammer and Harley, and this is by Irem, who went on to make, in fact they didn't go on to make, they'd already made. Oh dear. They'd already made R-Type. Now I'm sure I've seen home conversions of this game. It's very, very Japanese. Now from what I can tell, you've got this large hammer which you can use. Iron, there we go. I mean, you seem to be a kind of a Bruce Lee type. You can bugger off.
Ouch! Let's get busy!
Yeah, I think that noise alone would stop me playing this game. Now, how do I move?
Ouch! Let's get busy!
Oh dear. Right, I don't know. Ah, right, I can jump. These guys have come out of the woodwork. Don't know what they're doing. Are they eating pizza? No, what is that? No idea what that is. Ah, noodles. They're eating noodles. It's killer noodle eaters. Yeah, that's Hammer and Harley. Hammer and Harley? Hammer and Harry by Iron. Okay, this is Magic Sword by Sega, I think it was. No, Capcom, I do beg your pardon. Now it's one of these hack and slashy, walk 'em up type affairs that was extremely popular back then. Now for some reason I want to move up and down like you do in Final Fight, but it doesn't appear to let you do that. It's just left and right. Oh, you sod. Nice graphics. I'm not quite sure what the purpose of the sort of flashing or the line that moves up at the bottom, sort of health bar type thing. Now I don't think this was ported to anything, certainly that I'm aware anyway. How did I get through here? No, don't know. Set me free, why don't you, babe? Get out of my life, why don't you? Right, okay. Right, listen, that is enough of that. That's Magic Sword and that's by Capcom. Okay, this is Major Title and this is by Iron of R-Type fame. Gene Norman, Caricature Groom, Sandy Lyle, very good. I see what they've done there. Yep, okay. Now, up until was the Leaderboard was released, golf games were always pretty shit. I've got absolutely no idea what I'm doing here. Where's the ball? Now, I didn't even see the ball actually fly through the air there, so I've got... Ah, right, okay, that changes that. Now, I don't know if the sound is screwed. Ah, there's the ball there. Oh dear. It appears I have fitted into darkness. And listen, that's pretty bollocks. I don't know whether it's corrupted or not, but I don't think that was ported to anything. That's Major Title and that is by Iron. Right, okay, this is Mega Twins and this is by Capcom. Name? I don't think so. Let's batter on. Now, I don't think I've ever played this game, but I think it was ported. I think I may have seen it on the Amiga. I'm really not too sure. This particular genre was extremely popular, especially in the 8-bit machine, not the 8-bit machines, on the 16-bit machines. There was just an absolute plethora of sort of arcadey, cutesy arcade games, and I blame that bloody Rainbow Islands. It's all its fault. And as anybody that watches this channel will know, I'm not overly keen on cute games. Don't get me wrong, I like a bit of Rodland, but you know, I prefer my enemies more realistic. Well, as realistic as a zombie or a two-headed dragon can possibly be. Yeah, anyway, that is Mega Twins by Capcom. Okay, this game we looked at, was it last week or the week before? I really can't remember. This is Mechs. Great game. Now, funnily enough, it was one that it was converted to quite a lot of systems. All the home computers for sure. Any for starters. I'm going to move that up a wee bit, like so. And it actually played pretty decent. It's kind of touted as the sequel to Commando, although it's got a lot more. Well, I was going to say a lot more to it as far as shooting things go. But yeah, there's power-ups, there's smashing buildings, there's I think there's even driving tanks and that kind of stuff. So it's a bit more advanced, and there's also kind of like end of level baddies type thing as well. It's a great game, this, it really is. Now, I've been advised to use that thing, like so. There, that was dead easy. Who ever said that was hard? I'll tell you one thing, they had awful bloody fashion back in the 90s. Spiky hair and muscles. That's how we rolled back in the day. Anyway, listen, enough of this one. This is Mechs, and that is by Capcom. Okay, this is, to give it its full title, Michael Jackson's Moonwalker.
Moonwalker.
Now, Michael Jackson, yeah, he was probably well known for all their own. What do you think, Michael? How good is my channel? Thought you'd say that. Yeah, Michael Jackson was famous probably the last 10 years before he died for all the wrong reasons. He was actually a really, really, really talented, not just dancer, singer. He really was, and it's just a kind of shame that he was tarnished, well, you know, through his own actions, I suppose we have to say. This game was out in the Mega Drive, I think. Ah, there's bubbles. Oh, what the hell's going on here? I have never ever played this game in my life. I've got to say, it's actually quite it's quite impressive visuals. It's the first, in fact I'll tell a lie, I was going to say it's the only game to feature a pop star, but I think Lemmy from Motorhead appeared in a game called Motorhead, funnily enough. Then there was also a game that was in the arcades that had Journey, I think it was, and there was also an Aerosmith game as well out for the PC. What do you think, Michael? Yep. Yeah, it was very sad that he died when he did. This is actually a pretty damn good game. Apparently Michael Jackson actually had, I mean look at the graphics for that, that is really wicked. It's actually very, very impressive graphically. Shall we try again, Michael? Okay. Smooth criminal. Right, anyway. Let's help the little homeless bloke. Yeah, this is actually really, really good. I have never had any interest in playing the game just because of the content, but you know what, it's actually a damn fine game. Yeah, anyway guys, this is Michael Jackson's Moonwalker, and to give Michael the last say, what do you think, Mikey? Right, this is NAMM 1975, which I believe was one of the first Neo Geo games to come out. It plays quite similar to, what was that game we were playing earlier? Now I'm actually looking away, what was it called? Blood Brothers, I think it was. Yeah, it plays very, very similar to Blood Brothers, insofar as you can move from left to right, but you also control a crosshair. Now this game, other than being playable in the Neo Geo, wasn't converted to anything. I don't think any of the Neo Geo games were converted to any home systems, because the Neo Geo was a system in itself, and back then companies just didn't, they wouldn't, you know, it was like the old Nintendo. I know it's hard for you kids to believe, but back in the day Nintendo would never release Mario on a Sega console, which to be fair that still applies, but conversely you would never see Sonic the Hedgehog on a Nintendo console. Now that's obviously changed, and it's the same in Neo Geo. There's no way they were going to release this on another system. Let's go for one more quick wee go.
Dr. R. Muckley, an ex-U.S. Army scientist, has been kidnapped by possible Northside terrorists and taken to Knobs.
But you see, this is probably the longest I've actually played this game, and it's actually quite a nice. Ah, right, you've got grenades as well. It's bloody hard, that's all I can say. Right guys, that is NAMM 1975. Okay, this is Ninja Combat Alpha Denshi it's called. I think I've got the right game here. Again, this was on the Neo Geo. Right, I was half expecting I can beat him up, but it seems to be more, well, I don't know, it's a bit more Kung Fu Master than Final Fight, and it's almost bordering on being a shoot 'em up. Again, I don't think this game was ported to anything. Obviously Neo Geo was the machine to own back then, but you had to have a millionaire parents to afford one. I mean, games were something like £300, you know. A price a game was more than probably 2 home computers that we would have back in the day. So anyway, yep, that is Ninja Combat. Oh, is the company Alpha Denshi? That might well be it. Yep, let's crack on. Yes, we see a lot of shocking games, and this one is probably one of the worst. This is the truly horrific Pit Fighter, the arcade game. Is that Phil Lynott in the background? Now anybody less than 30 probably doesn't even know who Phil Lynott is. Go and ask your mum and dad or grandparents. Yeah, this is a bloody awful game. I mean, look at the frames animation. You're lucky if it's got 3 frames animation. And sadly this game, because it featured digitised graphics, it was considered a worthy game to port to just about every single system at the time, including, I believe, the Game Boy, though I may be talking pish. But the idea of the game is you basically try and knock 7 shades of shite out of your opponent, like so, and you win money. Yeah, 10 out of 10 for the big blue pantaloons, but enough of that nonsense. That is Pish Fighter by Atari. Okay, this is the Mighty Raiden by Seibu Kanhatsu. Absolutely cracking shoot 'em up this. Now, I don't think it was ported to any home consoles. Again, I think it came out, there may be a port that came out in the Mega Drive, I'm not quite sure. I think it also came out in the PC Engine. And again, it probably came out in the Sharp X68000. This is an absolute brilliant game, it really is. It's not too hard. I mean, it does get very tricky, don't get me wrong, but it's not a bullet hell shooter. So, you know, it's a great, if you want to kind of get to learn the ropes of shoot 'em ups, then you can do worse than check out this this game. It's got some nice power ups. You can sort of choose, you know, what kind, either red or blue, which I can't remember exactly what the difference is. And you've also, it's only a game to feature sheep, or is it cows? They look a bit, yeah, I think they're cows. But this is a lovely game, it really is. Yeah, I could play this all day, this. Well, I could if I was actually any good at it. Yeah, this is Raiden. Okay. Okay, this is Rampart by Atari. Now, I know that this is actually a trackball game, so I've got absolutely no idea how this game is going to control, if at all. Now, I know this game is it's held in high regard by a lot of people. I can't say I've ever played it in my life. I do know it's something to do with shooting or knocking down walls or something, apparently. Use trackball to select playfield, right? Well, bollocks, I've just gone for veteran. I've got absolutely no idea. Right, let's go for that. Place cannons. Can I put it there? Or have I got to put it in here? It kind of feels a bit like one of these tower defence games. Right, do I now try and shoot these? Ah, it appears I do. Right, so there, is that it? Build and repair, yeah, it's quite unusual. It's almost like a strategy game. Right, I don't know what's going in here. It looks like I'm making a total arse of this. Can I put that there? Put him there. And that can go in there. Can I turn things round? Like Tetris? It appears not. Right, anyway guys, listen, that's enough of that. That is Rampart by Atari. I think that came out on quite a lot of machines as well, so yeah. Okay, this is, now believe it or not, this is actually one of my favourite games. Well, my daughter and I used to play this a lot a few years back. This is Rodland. Now I know it's uber cute, which I don't like, but this is such a brilliant game. I love the whole game mechanics, and I particularly like the fact that you get to play as a little fairy with pink hair. That's always going to win points in my book. But I like how it's got nice characters like sharks, and I think you get crocodiles later on. This had an absolute stonking conversion on the Amiga, and it was actually my good mate Steve Snake who converted it for the Amiga. Now this game, I don't know whether arcade game plays like that, but it's got incredible slowdown. I remember thinking my MAME installation was broken, but apparently that's how it actually plays even in arcades, so there you go. Yeah, you got some nice Jaws sharks chasing you. Yeah, I don't know why I like this, and yet I don't like Rainbow Islands. No idea. Anyway guys, that is Rodland, and that is by Jaleco. Okay, this is Rolling Thunder 2. Got no idea who brought this out. This is obviously the sequel to Rolling Thunder and Namco. How did I not guess that? Now, as anybody that watches my videos regular may know that Rolling Thunder is one of my favourite arcade games. I love the music, I love the game, and I've heard that this is supposed to be just as good. It certainly feels very, very similar. Ah, that was silly. Yep, you've got your different arms and that kind of stuff as well. You can get machine guns, I believe. The fact I'm trying to rush this doesn't help things. You can see the graphics have obviously been improved considerably. Whether that's for the better, I'm not too sure. Oh, you sod. Let's jump up there and get some guns. Now we're talking, that's what we're talking about. Yep, first time I've ever played this game actually. You arse. I was jumping on top of somebody. Ah, bugger off. Come on, duck your head out and get a bullet to the head. That's it. Anyway, yeah, that's actually pretty good. That's Rolling Thunder 2 by Namco, and I don't believe it came out on anything other than possibly the Mega Drive, maybe. Okay, this is Space Gun. Let me just get this straight. Space Gun, yeah. I think is this by Capcom? I can't remember actually who made this game. Now I think this was released to most systems back in the day. Now you can see there's a crosshair for a green sort of a second player. Yeah, it's kind of Operation Wolf, and this should obviously be played using a trackball. Whoops, don't shoot her. Too late. It's kind of like a cross between Operation Wolf and Operation Thunderbolt, because it's obviously got scrolling as well. Little face hugger. I'm guessing this would play pretty well with a trackball or a mouse even. It's not the easiest game to play using a gamepad. But yeah, I'm sure this was ported to various machines, although I couldn't actually tell you if they're up to much or not. Yeah, that is Space Gun. Okay, this is Super Space Invaders by Taito, I believe. Now this is quite a, I wouldn't say an unusual game, but you know, this is a sequel to what is kind of pretty much regarded as the first mainstream video game that ever came out. I mean, this game's big brother or dad or granddad, whatever you want to call it, was the game that really kick-started. I'm not quite sure what's going on here. Alright, okay, that's kind of protecting me. Yeah, that was the game that really kick-started this whole industry. Obviously, at the point this game came out, it was what, how many years? 12, 13 years from when the first one came out. Bloody hell, that is quick. Woo! Holy moly. And it's basically the same premise, but you can see there when you shoot, the wee Space Invaders drop down towards you. So it's also got power-ups as well. Ah, there you go. Press B button. Take that. Ah, bollocks. Now again, this did come out in quite a number of systems. Never actually played any of them, but I'm guessing it would have been not bad because it's not exactly what you would call a particularly challenging game for hardware. Anyway guys, that is Super Space Invaders. Right, this is Snow Brothers by Toplan. Now it looks to me like another Rainbow Islands type shenanigan. Right, now what's the idea of it? Right, you cover them, you roll them up in a snowball, and then you push them, so it's kind of like Bubble Bobble a wee bit. It's even got the same kind of layouts. Yeah, it's basically Bubble Bobble with snowballs. I'm not sure if this game came out for any other machines. I'm sure it probably did. Oh, you sod. Ah, right, so you play the part of a snowman. Now I know you can obviously play simultaneous 2 players as well, so take that. Yeah, I can't recall ever playing this in any format at all, but I'm sure it probably did come out for multiple systems. Did it come out in 8-bit at all? I'm really not too sure. It's actually quite good fun, I've got to say. Yeah, anyway guys, that is Snow Brothers. Okay guys, this is the very last game. This is Van Dyke by Jaleco. Now, I have never heard of, let alone even seen this game. I must admit, when I was looking for games for 1990, I saw the screenshots of it and I thought it looks rather interesting, so let's take a look. I think I would be right in saying that this game never saw a release out with the arcades. It's like, how could we describe it? It's like a vertical scrolling Golden Axe, except it's got some strange blue frogs. They appear to be, what are they? Are they supposed to be like early man or something? I'm not too sure. What's that? Chicken leg? Oh no, it's bigger muscles apparently. Yes, okay. Right, I think I've seen enough of that. This is Van Dyke, or to give it its full name, Dick Van Dyke, who appeared in Mary Poppins, and he had an absolute awful accent. This is a bizarre game, this, it really is. Anyway guys, listen, this is Van Dyke. This is the last game for this feature. I do hope you enjoy watching it. Please feel free to like, comment and subscribe. And very lastly guys, thank you very much for watching.